up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Down. 60 or. Mike. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. He tripped.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Watch the screen.
Prescott to throw it. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Sony Michel, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Throwing, Jones. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go to 8, read, Bravo.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 41, Prescott. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 41, Prescott. Dixon complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Here we go. Line 8. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Hey, kill.
To throw is Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. Prescott got his target. Samuel. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg Olsen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's get in them holes. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Well, that's complete to Sanders. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
It got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go, here we go. Shoot. Hey, watch it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike, 53. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
All day, just like that.
Now Jones. The Sanders has got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
21. Steelers 6.
Hey, Urban. Hey.
Now Jones on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mike 50.
Don't get nervous. Hey, get it.
Jones throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the set. Pilot, 64, weak.
Let's go.
Hey, wahoo.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Let's go.
Jones now throwing on third and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second and 9. Prescott taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what?
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's James. Whoosh. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
Pull it together. Switch.
Topper. Hey, exit.
Throwing on first down. Jones. He's going to float this over the middle, deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's got some space here. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 49 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Dolphins.
There you go. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down, Miami.
Kill. We're going to 53.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On third down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this...
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 56 yards.
Any weapon.
That's good for a Steelers.
Come on, QB. Come on.
First down.
Let's go. Hey, we got
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Being chased out left. He'll run it and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hey, kill. You ain't got nothing. Let's go, hey. Mike 34.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. They'll check this one down to Michelle. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. James now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands?
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Ready. Looking to throw. Jones. Caught by Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Hey, echo. 53, Mike. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And caught left side, Olsen. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, 34. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Miami. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. On second down, Michelle. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Prescott from the gun on third. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Dolphins. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead, expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Watch the slant. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. They find some open field here. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."